Ta-da! We're live. Hooray. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. How do I usually introduce things? Hello, my lovely friends. That's what I do. Listen, I've gotten to the point where I will film multiple videos in a row and still forget my outro. I don't understand how this works.
I just don't have one.
I've tried to shorten it because I know, like, when you signal that the video's over, everyone runs away. So, anyways, I try to just kind of like, okay, it's over. But we're here to read some things. I believe Becky is eating. We're waiting on one person. They are eating real fast, and then we'll get started. But do you guys want to introduce yourselves for the millionth time on my channel?
Well, I didn't know we were reading, so I'm glad to hear. I just showed up again as usual.
Hold on.
Christine.
Max, I'm starting to think that this is a you problem. It has nothing to do with me.
The beginning of the show, Max.
It's literally. Anyways. Continue, Christine.
Oh, I'm Christine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have chosen a timer that I think exemplifies your feelings about me right now, considering that I have not watched the newest episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Pretend you're reading, and while we're doing sprints, watch it.
No. If you had read the book I am reading, you would not be asking me to do that.
There's
I would know.
literally nothing as important in this world.
That's just because you have not met Nasir yet. So, all right. Merritt, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Merritt. I'm over on Merritt Worthy, and I talk about nerd stuff, comics, the like. I really never know what to say when people ask me this question, so I'm there. But Christine, be happy with me. I just watched the episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
And do you agree with my assessment?
What?
Do you agree with my assessment?
I honestly didn't even hear you. So
Oh, Steve Rogers is a cunt.
That was in the other chat, Christine.
I don't care. I'm so mad.
We're gonna have to talk about this one a bit later, but I have a lot of thoughts. I literally just finished watching it like 10 minutes ago.
Because you knew we'd be talking, so you were like, what is the rational thing to do?
I can't hear you at all.
Damn it.
I can hear her. So
She's like very quiet for me. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me now? Oh god, my skin.
That was no different. I'm gonna plug some headphones in and see if that helps.
All right, we'll see if that works. Christine, why are you upside down? Oh.
Yeah, because it's that kind of day, Margaret.
Oh, okay.
I'm feeling abrasive. I'm feeling abrasive.
Okay, Christine.
I am Christine.
Mitchell is able to make it because apparently Mitchell is in lockdown. Not fun.
Yeah, he's my real life friend from my real life province.
Yes. That is also, Mitchell, why we have Christine tonight, because Christine did have a barbecue or something. Oop,
I was going to go have an outdoor barbecue with my parents, yeah, and then.
Hi, Becky.
Hi.
I cannot compete with a barbecue, and I understand that.
It was actually going to be mole too. I don't know if you've had mole before, but like my stepdad cooks very good authentic Mexican cuisine from his region. It's just that's why I'm abrasive. I didn't get mole today.
I'm so sorry. All right. Do we have someone with water running, or is that just me hearing things?
I hear it out of my phone.
Okay.
It's not me.
Oh, but look.
Which one is that? I can't tell without the face.
Are we showing off dogs? Here's Michael.
God.
And here's Logan.
All right, let me see if this helps.
So now that I plugged this in, can you actually hear me now?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Perfect.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. It's just a matter of if I can hear Christine.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yay. It's super quiet and I'm very far away from my computer. So I needed the headphones.
Okay, I still hear it. Somebody's got some feedback, but that's fine. I don't care. We're going to be muted for most of it anyways. Becky, do you want to introduce yourself real fast?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Sorry I came late. My name is Becky. My channel is Coffee, Cocktails, and Books. I do basic booktube stuff. I'm doing beta with these lovely people because we all hate ourselves, apparently. Were there any other questions or intro thingies that you asked?
That just reminded me, I haven't posted today.
I have, but I just realized that I have not started editing tomorrow's video. I was supposed to be uploading that right now, so we may have to rearrange some things during the sprint.
Oh,
So,
no.
anyways, okay, so what are we all reading tonight? I can't
I
go for
like Christine. I was
Wait,
gonna
what,
say,
Christine?
I like Christine, didn't realize we were reading, so I have to figure that out.
Oh.
But
I
I
forget everything.
I was reading before I joined, so it works. Like I'll just continue what I was doing anyways. And I was
What?
reading Rule of Wolves by Lee Bardugo, and holy shit.
Okay.
Is that a plot holy shit or a Nina holy shit?
It's character you didn't see on the synopsis is about to arrive. Holy shit.
Do I like this character? Is it an edge?
I don't know anything Six of Crows, so I'm quickly like avoiding the spoiler.
I'm just naming names. It's fine. The only thing you need to know about Inej is that she is the best character of the entire series and also my favorite.
I think I have
Nikolai
heard that.
was like, we need something stolen, and I was like, I know where this is going. And I just started screaming.
I am apparently attracted to sneaky nighttime thief types. Just as not attracted, but like as characters. Like I'm always here for that story.
I'm here for checking in on my chaotic bisexual son Jesper. That's what I just need to make sure he's okay. Because honestly, chances are he might not be. So.
We gotta keep our chaotic bisexual safe.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly, right? There's two of them and they just both get into trouble all the time.
I'm in the middle of an audiobook, but I'm not gonna read it during this, mostly because I'm not enjoying it. I'm just suffering through it because of reasons. You guys will know which one it is a week from Monday. But I have, for a physical option, Everything All at Once, reading for a project that goes live also a week from Monday with the other book, or a video for this upcoming Monday's video. But I don't like doing e-readers on live sprints because it's not the same.
Nice. So I think what's going to happen is I am going to start listening to We Hunt the Flame, which Christine, I think, would love because there is at least one Bucky.
You just compared its importance to Bucky, so I'm there for
Speaking of Bucky,
she said, you wouldn't ask me to watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier if you knew what book I was reading. So
No. I did not say that. I said you would not ask me to do that instead of read during these sprints. That was implied.
Exactly what I mean.
I need to know what is going to happen and if there will be kissing, Christine.
There won't
You're
be.
so close. We
There
are
won't
so
be.
close to there being kissing. Like,
I'm just gonna
listen.
read Bucky for real.
Listen.
So.
This is what they could be delivering in Falcon and the Winter Soldier right now. This is it. That kind of angst and slow burn. Two people butting heads. sexually attracted to each other, aware of it, but trying not to be aware of it. I'm enjoying this too much. Anyways, we're gonna see how long that lasts because what I really want to read is this book. So I may switch to this afterwards, but I really need to get started on my April spreads for my bullet journal. So anyways, Merritt, what are you doing?
My Bujo video
I
went up.
decided
So
on
You are reading?
Bucky.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, you're
Okay.
flexing on me. I understand.
We're just going straight to the comic. We're just gonna read this. I probably
Yeah,
just
my-
After
finished
you
comic
read that, you look like
completely.
collected Sam and Bucky. Done.
I have to like go through all of the reading sprint challenge stuff and see because I probably have gotten quite a few of them because I've been reading a lot of comics.
Yeah.
that's my tomorrow project, is to go back through all the boards, see what I read in what month to make sure I was like eligible for it, and then go from there.
Same here. I have gotten one at least, and then I'm pretty sure I've had Steve's board since I finished Patsy. I just need to like double check, and then
I
can
have
just-
11.
I know I hate you. I have 0. Well, no, I have 1. I have 1 now.
I read 14 things in March, so odds are I got at least one person out of that.
For
so
sure. For sure.
Nice. Okay, let's see let's look at in the chat what we've got. Okay, so Anne Marie is reading The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up.
Nice.
And also finally reading out of my mom's basement in 3 weeks. Yes, okay, so I think a lot I don't feel like this necessarily like it needed to be a book, though I'm glad the information was there, and I didn't agree with her on everything, but it did change some things about how I thought about things and made it easier for me to be like, you know what? Maybe I am a little bit of a hoarder and need to get rid of things. And so now I get rid of things. And it also changed how I folded things. I truly do the Marie Kondo folding, and it makes my drawers so much more nice looking.
Honestly, that and putting dividers in my drawers has been like the best decision.
I'm so
Yes.
nervous to experience Marie Kondo, whether it's like watch or read, because I know I have hoarding tendencies. I'm not ready to be confronted with that. But I
I'm
know
a
there's gonna be
minimalist,
so many
so-
like helpful things. Well, like I packed up some of my books to like make room because all of my unread ones are now back there, and I was running out of room for them. So
Yeah.
I'm a minimalist, so things like Marie Kondo, it's just like I have nothing to get rid of at this point.
Yeah.
Like I do it every 6 months or so. I'm just like, I don't need this. So every time someone's like, hey, you should Marie Kondo this, I'm like,
Yeah.
I
No,
want to be you so badly.
I definitely
No.
need to go through my room and like reorganize stuff and get rid of stuff because I'm just like, you know what? It did help me kind of go through my bookshelves though at one point. I was just like, does this book bring joy or spark joy? No? Okay. All right, let's see. Beth and her books has started Once and Future Witches. Hey, the group book for Avengers.
I need to read that.
Somebody's reading it.
That's funny. I will probably pick that one up as soon as I finish Eve Brown, but I wanted to read a good romance because I
That
read a
was so
bad
good.
one last month.
Eve Brown was so good.
I'm enjoying it. Jake is a little like, I know a lot of people who will just be like, I'm blunt and kind of have the sort of the same attitude that he has sometimes about being blunt. And I'm just like, we need to like, it's okay to be blunt, but you really need to like examine that and understand that sometimes maybe you shouldn't be.
I have some family members that are on the spectrum, and
Yeah.
the way that they manifest was very similar to Jacob.
Yeah.
So I guess I was just so numb to him. I totally get it. It's like, yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm just so like,
It reads like it reads as like it's really good, and I from what I understand from my friends, it's very like I like I'm seeing the pieces. It's just one of those things where like I'm like, sir, can you stop and think about others' feelings for like 2 seconds? Because in the first chapter, he's not at all. And I'm just like, please stop.
No, that first interaction with him was like, oh my god.
I'm like,
okay.
Like you're every bad boss ever. Stop it. Okay, anyways, where are we? So I think Max, confirm if I am right, but I think Max is reading of The House in the Cerulean Sea because Becky voted for it.
It's so good.
I will forever tell everyone to read that book. It beat out Crescent City for my favorite of last year. And if you're familiar with me, you would know Crescent City was my favorite book February all the way up to when I read Cerulean Sea. So
oh, nice.
It was so good.
All right, let's see. What else do we have? So Carrie is finishing this Golden Flame and then starting Six of Crows. Highly approve that decision. And also, so does Christine.
Yes, I do.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to reread Six of Crows because I am going to tab that bitch up.
I'm so excited to finally know who, like, I can't wait to experience Kaz. All I know is the fan art, and I already know I'm gonna love him.
I mean,
They're
Kaz
all
is
so good.
Kaz is my sad, dark, vengeance-prone son, but he is not the best. I mean, he's a good character, but he's not the best character.
He's a really good character. Like
He
they're
is
all
really
good.
good.
I remember leaving. Okay, I read the first book and I was like, I love them all, but I'm so frustrated with Jesper all the time. He's just so frustrating. And now looking back on it, I'm like, it's because he's me. Oh no! I love him the most now.
So ranking that between like now and the moment you realize that Tony was a Gemini, how does that make you feel?
No, because I feel like Jesper is like my family, and Tony is still the person that blew off Bucky's arm. So
true facts.
Yeah.
For no good
reason. You know who could do that with his ability but wouldn't?
Steve?
Jesper. Excuse me? No. I'm still mad at him. Don't
be honest. Steve would have let Bucky murder him if he thought it would be good for Bucky.
He was fully ready and willing to, yes.
Yes.
But I'm still mad
multiple
at him.
times.
I'm not talking about good things he did.
Okay. Anyways, and Mitchell is 75 pages away from the end of Homegoing by Yagia. Is it Giassi or Giassi? Giassi. Okay. Thank you. I want to read this so bad.
Mitchell about Homegoing today, and it made my whole life better.
God, and I'm just the weirdo that's sending Brianna texts about the fact that the character's talking about tits. I literally texted her. I'm like, oh my god, she threatened to show him her tits.
That clap back though was iconic, and it cemented Eva's one of my all-time favorite heroines.
She's like, I wasn't sure how I was gonna like her, but I do. All right, so it is 8:20. Let's go ahead. We're gonna just like bring this back in, and I'm gonna start the timer. So mute your mics in 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
We're back.
Yee.
So if anyone noticed the moment where I just lost my faith in humanity, I just wonder why does every man in a romance novel have to have a massive dick? Because I know that every man in real life does not.
Can I say wish fulfillment, or is that wrong?
I'm
But
assuming
like, also, is that the fulfillment? Like, because it gets to a point where it's just like, really?
You think you want a big dick, but what you really want is a flexible tongue. You don't want a big dick.
You're not
Saying.
wrong.
Just saying.
I'm not an expert. From what I've heard, how he uses it is more important than what size it is. From what I understand.
Sorry, I'm currently reading this, and the amount of comments that Bucky makes that are almost very not subtly gay has been making me lose my mind.
That's because Bucky is almost very subtly,
I'm
very not
curious.
subtly gay.
You know, I go through periods of time where I'm like, Marvel's gonna do it. They're gonna do it, and then I go through like it's like Marvel bipolar. Then I'm like, no, like I'll just have to write the fan fiction. And like right now I'm in that like manic phase where I'm like, they're gonna do it. Oh
Yeah. No,
Maybe
he literally like
has some things, so I am holding out the tiniest little sprinkling of hope for something down the
So
line.
Christine,
I-
now you know how I felt for 5 freaking years.
it doesn't count if it's a straight ship. You're not allowed to say shit.
I
Mary,
was
what were you
talking more
saying?
about the will they want they, and it was not a straight
Yes.
ship
You're
because
not
at
allowed
least
to
one of
say
them was
shit.
bi. At least one of them was bi.
You're not allowed to say shit because there's like the only reason they wouldn't do it is because of China. It's not. It's
Wait,
not.
what?
They're like we can't sell this to China.
That
That's-
is one of the reasons Feige has given.
I'm just saying though, and I've read 2 issues of this comic in this time period, and Bucky has both asked for no reason Sam's thoughts on Hawkeye, and then made a face like he was attracted to him and didn't want to say it, and then tells Sam that his hands were gentle while he carried him for 20 minutes. Completely unprompted.
Can you see that happening in the show? That Sam would like pick him up, and he would be like, "Oh wow, your hands are gentle, man," and Sam would just drop him.
What if,
No, literally,
what if
so
like,
he's
they're
like, "Hey
traveling,
man,"
there's only one bed trope in Winter Soldier, fuck Winter Soldier. Like, I
He's
can
just
totally
like-
see them doing it only one bed trope.
I
He's just
can't
been
see
carrying
Anthony
it for 20
Mackie
minutes,
lifting
looking down, just
Sebastian
like-
Stan.
You know what?
I want to see it.
I can see it happening the other way around for sure because I
Yeah,
feel like
I just,
Sebastian
like-
Stan is real life devoted to Anthony Mackie.
Massive, and Mackie is like this beanpole. There's barely anything of him.
They can use
okay,
wires
Margaret,
and
I'm
green
gonna send you a
screens.
picture and you tell me what kind of beanpole he is. I'm gonna send you a picture from today's
I'm
episode.
sure he's ripped.
No,
he just is like,
no.
I'm like,
Carry on in this
No.
episode.
I'm just saying. Bucky
Margaret,
is built.
There's not a single beanpole in all of the Marvel movies.
I
All
think
of
it's
them
like
are
a
ripped.
rule, like you can't
Except
be a
for Team
people
Groot.
and be in Marvel. Like, you gotta get ripped. Gotta do it.
We don't know what the rest of Groot's species looks like. Groot could be jacked comparatively.
I mean, he
Can you
can lift
imagine?
like he can lift.
I was talking about Teen Groot. Big Groot is
Again.
definitely jacked.
Again, we don't know what the rest of the species looks like.
The
I'm just-
non-Mjolnir, the
just
other
check
one.
just check the chat, Margaret. Just check the chat. Just check the chat. And eat it.
Which part are you referring to?
I love the Christine. You have my phone number. You could have texted me.
I wanted everyone to see it, Margaret.
No, I
Everyone
meant
gets
the
to see Anthony
timer.
Mackie.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that, change my mind about him being the most attractive of the Avengers. So
I just want to see him make that face at somebody. Like, just
Well,
again,
I
just wanna see
understand
more
you-
of that face.
I'm just patiently waiting for Thor: Love and Thunder so I can get more of my baby Thor. I love my Sebastian Stan. I love my Anthony Mackie, but Chris Hemsworth has my heart. I'm sorry.
It's fair. It's fair. It's fair. It's wrong, but it's fair.
Okay, but like also like Tessa Thompson too.
Okay, well, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Can't argue with it.
Thor Ragnarok was my bi panic in full force for 2 hours.
I mean, I think most of them are unhealthily ripped because you have to like dehydrate yourself to be ripped.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think the thing about Sebastian Stan is that he like fluctuates a lot. Like you'll see him in one movie. It's like Tom Hanks, man. He's gonna end up dead. But like you'll see him in one
Tom
movie.
Hanks isn't dead yet.
No, but he got like diabetes from changing his weight drastically for every role he played. And I feel like Sebastian Stan, you'll see him in one movie, he's very lean, and then he's Winter Soldier. You're like, what the fuck did you do to achieve? How did you get that skinny after? Because I'd love to know. But
there's videos on YouTube actually of the trainers and nutritionists talking about what they do with each of the Marvel people. So if you actually want to know, you can just search it.
I don't want to get muscular. I drop all that weight over the course of like a month, like he seems to do after filming.
Well, I mean,
honestly,
keeping that muscle is probably a lot of work.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It is.
If you're not maintaining it, it's probably a lot easier to just you lose muscle tone so fast.
Yeah.
Change your diet and don't work out, and you will drop it.
If you're not eating fish 15 times a day,
I guess I'll stop working out. I was doing a lot of that, so.
Anne Marie has a question for Christine.
I have not, only because it got such drastically bad reviews that I had to cut myself off somewhere. But I have seen him in the movie where they're gymnasts and he has a gold medal tattooed to his dick. So like, I've seen that one.
Wait,
I'm
what?
physically in pain.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible. He's a terrible, terrible
I know
person.
he is. And I remember hearing about that, and it physically pains me that there is anyone or was anyone even fictional that would do that.
Oh, it's fictional. It's all fictional.
I would cut it off. The audacity, the ego.
He's very proud of it, though.
I mean, like, good for you, body positivity, but also, like, check yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, that would be an immediate turn off. I'd be like, oh, okay, we're done here. We're done. I can't deal with that much ego.
Well, it's kind of the point of the characters, though, because she, like, lost her, like, a gold winning routine, and or did she win it? I'm not sure. And he got the gold medal, or she got the silver or something. And there's, like, it's terrible. They're terrible people.
Okay. So my brother had it in question. How is the reading going? How did everyone do? I did abysmally.
Zoya and Nikolai talked in a garden, and that was too much for me to handle.
I got a chapter in, but my puppy also got very needy, so I had to go play with him for a little bit.
Feel free to chime in the chat, by the way. Let me know how y'all are doing.
But I went with Isn't It Romantic in case anyone care of my great book to love by. Sorry, Isn't It Romantic.
Had a plan, and we had to throw the plan out the window because Scribd has decided it's not going to recognize any of my credit cards as valid methods of payment.
Oh no!
Yeah, I knew I had this. Yeah, but then you're not saved in my place in We Hunt the Flame, so like it doesn't.
But
so
you
I
can
just
just skip forward.
Christine, it's fine. I'm gonna get it fixed because I need my Scribd account.
Okay, but I'm just saying you can have mine until. Listen, Mitchell's used my Scribd account. Sarah's used my Scribd. Everyone uses my Scribd account. The bitch has
fun fact.
right now.
So, I ran into this issue a couple of weeks ago with a different Scribd account, and so I don't know what's going on. I'm just
I'm
pissed
having
at
the
this
same
point.
issue with Adobe, which means I can't edit videos at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't
no.
make my Adobe account login. That's business. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. It's funny because I'm just like, my debit card has gotten shut off 3 times now. Not because people are actually stealing my accounts. It's because I spend money like a weirdo in like $4 increments. So every time a Nintendo account purchase comes through, it's just like, hey, we shut off your card for suspicious activity.
That happened when I was still working at Barnes & Noble because I could use Apple Pay instead of having to go and carry cash on me. And so my drink was like 50 cents. So it'd be like 3 50-cent purchases that I would like get gas or like buy groceries. My credit card was like, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, that's all me. They're like,
yeah, mine at least checks with me. They'll be like, hey, was this you? Before they shut anything off.
It happens so often that I get a phone call, and if I miss the phone call, they just shut it off.
Oh, mine just
So
like
you guys
auto
think
text.
with?
I do
It's a
Citibank.
credit
I get like an
union
auto text.
near
I
me.
see someone why that it was me.
I worked for Ally Bank, so and I signed an NDA, so I'm not supposed to say that. So like, come at me, Ally Bank. But
I think you can say
Anyways,
that you work there, you just can't say anything about it.
no, we weren't supposed to say which bank we worked for. But it's actually not the because we were a call center, and the call center like
Gotcha.
got hired out by third-party clients. So like technically, I worked for a company in Canada that was hired by Ally Bank.
but
Gotcha.
people, you're not allowed to tell people which bank you work for?
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah.
Weird.
But anyways, I was actually always really, really like hoping one of you would call in one day, and I'd see the name pull up on the screen, and it'd be Margaret, and I'd be like, hey!
I do have an account with them, so
That's
personal
funny.
calls at work. This is not personal. This is business.
It is business if I have an Ally account.
Hey, how are you doing? Give me the last 4 of your social, and I'll get that information right up for you.
I love how you got a New York accent all of a sudden, or a Jersey
Oh, yeah.
accent.
Oh, my name's Teresa. I'm from New Jersey.
Oh,
My
man.
favorite is when anyone from any sort of like redneck / southernist state happens, because then I get real weird with my accent. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm like almost like, how's your mom and them?
When I
Oh my
go
gosh.
visit, like before the pandemic, when I would go back and like visit my friends in Minnesota, my oh yeah, don't you know it always slip on it? And I was like, oh god.
I feel
I
I
only
feel
lived here
that
for a
as a
decade.
Canadian.
That's
I
funny.
only lived in Minnesota for 10 years. I grew up, like, I was born there, but then I grew up in Connecticut. So I'm like, I know I was just having like a Boston accent. What is this?
Who knows?
We don't need the Boston accent. I mean, I worked very hard to keep that one off. We're not going to talk about the fact that I can
Have you
just
worked
drop
hard?
all of the R's. What?
I don't want to pop
Go
the car.
for No, my
Okay, here's
parents are
the
from
thing.
Long
You
Island.
can't park a car in Harvard Yard. It's all grass. So every time someone's like, hey, say this, I'm like, it doesn't make sense.
So my parents are from Long Island, and like my mom still has her New York accent, and she's been out of New York longer than she was in it. And so I'm like, no, I'm not gonna have that with my Minnesota
man.
as I slip into it.
I get it though, because I definitely got clocked as Canadian a lot of times. So oh yeah, they'd actually ask me, they're like, are you from Wisconsin? And I'd be like,
And I'm Iron Rage, so I'm so close to to the Canadian Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Like, Iron Rage is like way too close.
well, when people make fun of Canadian accents, I'm like, you
It's
just
just
sound
weird.
like you're making fun of Minnesota. Like you don't actually know what Canadians sound like.
When people are like, I'm not super familiar with Minnesota, where are you from? I'm like, we're basically Canada, but on the wrong side of the line.
Yeah. It's like unlucky. Like if you had been a few miles north, you would have had healthcare.
Exactly. Like I'm from an hour north of Duluth. Like for context, like I'm so close
Oh,
to
yeah.
Canada.
Okay.
And then my sister was born in New Hampshire, and we were closer to Quebec than to New Hampshire. So if my mom went to emergency labor, she would have been born in Quebec. Like,
That's amazing.
We were so close to being Canadians.
That's funny.
Would have loved that dual citizenship.
Would have been nice.
If anyone wants it, I'll marry them.
My ex-boyfriend had it because his mom was from Canada. So that was a fun time.
Nice. Let's see. Carrie says they're from North Dakota here, and I worked for lawyers once and let the you betcha loose and oops.
Oh, the you betcha gets you every time.
Oh man. No, that's my vowels get real long when I get around someone else who's anything that resembles Southern. It's real bad.
I'm from Southern Ontario.
I mean like the American South. Okay?
Bless your soul, darling.
Bless your soul.
We should just for the rest of the stream, we all just talk in the regional
Weird.
accents. And that's it.
What was it going there? Oh, let me
I
see
just
if
turned
I-
into an asshole.
I don't think my mother has a Southern accent, but she was raised in Virginia. So that's probably where I
Okay.
get it from. Because I've been told that I have, for someone who was raised in Florida, I have a Southern accent. There it goes.
You know?
Anyways, we'll go again at 9 o'clock just in case I accidentally pause the timer again. I don't even know how that happened because I didn't touch the mouse pad. I think maybe something fell on it because I did put my camera here, so maybe it brushed it or something. I'm not sure.
I only let you know, not because like I was like, oh my gosh, this like I don't want to actually read for like a half an hour, and everyone would be like, are they gonna?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And the only reason I knew because I was staring at my phone trying to figure out this payment thing, is that Max texted me. Because I was
Margaret,
not.
I'm going to text you now.
Why are you texting? What are you texting me?
Because when I tweeted you, you were like, you could have texted me.
Yeah, you could have texted me. You have my number now.
Yeah, well, now I'm going to text you.
Okay. For what reason? What are you texting me? I am scared now.
It's just gonna be the same picture of Sam.
It's not because it looks like somebody. Do you not have an iPhone?
No.
A moment of silence.
It's green.
What?
With you people who have Apple products that just get so livid.
I want it to be blue.
Like I have both an iPhone and an Android, and it means nothing to me. You know what it actually means? It meant that when I had not unlimited data and I couldn't actually connect to Wi-Fi, I just wasn't getting texts half the time because I wouldn't give them to me. I don't understand why you guys are so hyped on this.
Because iMessage supremacy, man.
Yep.
You
I
can
message
play
is worse
pool.
because it uses Wi-Fi half the time.
You can play pool over text with your buddies.
You could do that like with Facebook Messenger. Like
the Battleship
You
came out.
also need Wi-Fi for that.
My sister went from an iPhone to an Android, and I'm like, but we can't play Battleship anymore. How dare you?
Right? And I don't have Margaret on Facebook, so now I'll never get to play pool with her.
I mean, I'm not on Facebook all that much anyways. You have me on the social media where I am the most.
I mean, living in Florida, I don't blame you. No offense to Florida. I mean, full offense to Florida, but no offense to you.
I mean, we'd be an awesome state if it weren't for those darn snowbirds that keep retiring down here. And
that the
bringing
fact
their
that you use the word state is going against the term awesome. You know, like they don't really vibe. I'm a flag smasher now.
I mean, true.
really, even after this episode, I was about to say something and then I remembered that they said no spoilers. So
I'm the guy that was anxious in the car. Was like, was that the right choice?
This asshole.
That's me.
Anyways,
I was dead on this one.
we would be fine, BJ, if the freaking Northerners would just leave us alone and let us be and stop it. See what I mean? See what I mean? Most of the Florida mans are 50 plus. Here's the thing. Statistically, most states probably have the same percentage of
Are
Florida
they?
men. However,
They all vacation in Florida.
well, no, because we have okay, learning time. We have a specific law that allows reporters to like actually have access to police records or something like that. And a lot of states don't have that. So they can actually just like go look up police reports and that information isn't private. So it's not like sealed or anything. And so they can find all of these crazy cases. So it's not that we have more than like a greater number of average, although I mean, we do have a spring break. It's that it's that there's more access to that kind of information. So
The more you know.
I thought it was interesting.
So sorry, what
There's
I'm
only
hearing
like 2
is
states that do it.
what I'm hearing is if you get arrested in Florida, make it for something kinky.
Cool, kinky,
Something
legendary.
awesome. Let there be if you get arrested for something in Florida, you want there to be meth, an alligator, some sort of weird sex thing, or a fire involved.
Woman publicly gets off to metal arm, arrested, and sentenced to death.
I don't think we do the death
That's
penalty
dope.
here.
Do you not do the death penalty in Florida?
I don't think
It
so.
seemed
I
like
don't-
a
I have
perfect
no
perfect
idea.
culture for that.
Just make the whatever the charge is high enough that it's a federal one, and it'll happen anywhere.
And then I'm good. Okay, cool.
Oh, so you would need to, I think, involve drugs or cross state boundaries for that.
Woman
Or
on
kill
the
someone.
Florida-Georgia line gets off to metal
Oh, yeah.
arm while listening to Florida-Georgia line, which in itself is a crime.
I'm just gonna not say anything about that.
Oh man. Anyway,
Real country.
we went over that 9 o'clock.
we're going
Yeah,
ahead.
we did.
Oh,
We
five
did,
then?
and I'm blaming it on Christine.
We're going
So give me a
You were
minute to
talking about
reset
Florida
things.
legislation at 9:01. This is not my fault.
But that's because you brought it up at 9 p.m. If you hadn't brought it up at 9 p.m., we would have stayed on track.
Don't blame me, Margaret.
Let
You're
me
the
just
one
get
that was
back
going off
to
about the
reading
iPhone.
about this weird bisexual couple, okay?
Okay. How
Thank
about...
you for calling them that.
What?
All right.
Was that
We'll
what Buck
go
said?
then.
Yes.
You guys ready?
Yep, we're good.
Are we ready? Are you sure? All right. Going in 3, 2, 1. Mute your mics. And we're back.
Woohoo.
Sorry.
I'm so excited for your reactions throughout this live.
We just got to the part where she's talking with her sister, and Danny and Zaf are still the best. Like,
I love them so much.
would marry that man. Anyways, fantastic sense of humor.
Lee Bardugo created her own Winter Soldier program up in the Grishaverse, and I'm a little like, I see what you did there.
Maybe she wanted to make Sam and Bucky gay.
Well, there's
Get
no
into her
Sam.
own hands.
There's
Well,
no
that's
Sam.
That's unfortunate for everyone. Is there a Steve at least?
It's more like Civil War Winter Soldier program where there's just a torrent of them.
Okay.
I made it to chapter 3. It's good. If you don't know any of the characters, the words I will say will make no sense, but it's good
Okay.
so far. We're following one of the side characters, and he's a professional athlete. He is injured, and his wife, with kind of air quotes, kind of not, they only got married for immigration reasons. Like, they grew up in the same town in Russia, and they kissed once on their wedding day and have not lived together since. And now
Awkward.
she is coming back into his life, possibly because of a sports injury. And as this is the Bromance Book Club series, I'm assuming he is going to try to use a romance novel to
To
save
figure
the
out his
marriage,
problems.
as that's the crux of the series. And they set up a type of journal thriller thing. So I think that's going to be the book that they use that will mirror part of the plot. So I am intrigued.
Interesting. I want to get into that series. It sounds really
Please
good.
do. It's so good. It's my favorite. And I say that with Chloe Brown being a very close second favorite. It's so good.
Mhm. I'm just
It's so
He-
good. But
Jake are absolute like we just did the whole like test breakfast scene and they're absolute freaking disasters. I'm like, how are you this bad at humaning with another
so-
human in the room? Okay, so how did everyone else do? I don't even know how many pages I read. That's Cassie, right?
Yeah, I just snuggled her the whole time.
She looks smaller.
Was smaller than last time you saw her. She's big.
Well,
Aw.
she looks smaller than Briar.
Yeah, she's a baby.
She is a baby.
She's not even
No.
6 months old.
you're so cute.
A kitty.
How did you do, Merritt?
I'm almost done with issue 3. And
Yay!
it's something.
Nice.
I
They're gonna
mostly
do it,
just started tweeting pictures, though. What?
Watch in June. June, they're gonna come out with like a whole Pride issue of Bucky and Sam. Just wait for it. Just wait for it.
I'll fall for
What?
it.
Seeing them both next to each other in Captain America costumes is pure gold.
Nice. If my internet is kind to me, maybe I'll watch while I'm working on my bullet journal since Scribd is not an option.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
It is.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I will give you my login.
yeah, but that doesn't fix my account.
But it's a temporary solution.
Yeah, like you can
hold
do
on.
something while you wait and figure that out.
Hold on. I just said I would watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier instead, and you are giving me other options?
Actually, it's actually the exact same login as my Disney Plus login. There's no difference. You can log in right now.
Okay, let's see. So Mitchell has 3 chapters left.
Woo!
Max says that everyone needs to read House on the Cerulean Sea, so I have heard.
Please do. It's so good.
And Carrie said, not sure how many pages, but the pirates made the repairs to the ship, and the bad guys did not catch them.
That's great. That's what
Good
you
for
want
them.
for the pirates.
Yeah, exactly. I'm learning that in many cases, the pirates are often the good guys.
I think stealing from the government is
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. we're gonna go again at 9:30. Just because I want to get in one more sprint, and we have. Actually, I don't think we've been peak chaotic tonight. I think we've actually managed to hold ourselves together pretty well.
Really,
We let
my
loose
rant
quite a
about
bit yesterday.
iPhone users wasn't chaotic.
I mean, I was vibing with it, so I said we've been less chaotic than usual.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Why?
Because you said we hadn't been chaotic enough, so I decided to call it.
That's not chaotic. That's just weird. And I'm hanging up on you.
Chaotic.
You're
Like, I
right
don't think you
there.
understand what that word means.
Okay. Let's go again in 3, 2, 1, go.
Your reactions are killing me, Margaret.
Okay. Anyways, how did we? Christine has to step off for just a hot minute. How did we do?
Good. I'm 20% of the way through now. I don't know what that translates to 2 pages. It's like a 350-page book for people that are better at quick math. I am also one-handed because Nitro got super needy, so he is still sitting on my lap.
Aw, how cool. I have made it all the way to page 130, and if I did not need to do my bullet journal for the month, I would just go ahead and fucking finish it
It's so good.
tonight. It's really good. I'm loving them. He's helping her out of the pond right now because of course she's fallen in.
That scene, it was one of those where it's like you knew where it was going. It was still so good.
Well, I think my favorite was that she took the time to say shit sticks as she is falling in the pond. Who does that?
Eve Brown. Ooh,
Just
nice job, Mackenzie.
Let's see. All right. Max is at page 127. Anyone else? There are supposedly 7 of you. How did you do, Merritt? Did you finish another issue? Yeah?
I'm like on mute from far away. I don't have my headphones anymore because they died, so I didn't want to feedback too much.
Yeah.
But I finished another issue. I'm on issue 5, which is the last one of the whole like arc for this one. So because it's from 2020, and yeah, it's pretty good so far. It's kind of weird, but I'm gonna finish this issue once we leave here. So
nice. When aren't comics weird though? Let's be honest.
true, very very true.
So
Bucky has made a lot of comments about Hawkeye, like a lot.
Bucky, what do we need to know?
Like literally, there's a kid in the comic that was just like he mentions Hawkeye offhandedly, and Bucky is just kind of like, yep.
I mean, keep
read some more to see
keep
what's
in
going
mind,
on in this.
he's a
version.
blonde dude.
Hmm?
So I said he's a blonde dude. So Bucky has a type apparently. Okay.
I mean, the deaf guy in like the comics version of him being like deaf and like super just like, this is my fucking life. Fuck. Mood. Yep.
That's funny. All right, so Mitchell has gotten finished with another chapter. 30 pages left to get Shuri.
Nice.
I am waiting on the rest of my stickers to come in because I just ordered the March and April stickers for my bullet journal, and then I'm gonna set things up. I guess I don't know. And then Carrie got 20 pages that sprint. That's not bad though. That's
great.
That's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. So, anyways, we'll give Christine another minute or so to come back, and then I'll end the live show. Oh, look at that! I summoned her.
Perfect timing.
Great.
Is everybody okay? Oh,
You muted again.
yeah, you're muted again. The dog muted your. There you go.
She did. Yeah, no, Briar's bleeding just picked up a lot, so she was getting really uncomfortable. So I just went and
so we had to
cleaned her
go.
and then put a diaper on. So
Yeah, poor baby.
it's okay though. I told her soon we'll get you pregnant and you won't have to deal with it.
Is she still
Not
looking
this
for?
one. She's so small.
Yeah, I know that's Kippy. Is she still looking for male dogs to sexually harass?
Make a good job, Cassie. Oh yeah.
All right, Christine, how did you do? Besides the whole Briar needed help.
Well, I had conspiracy theories with Sarah, who's read the book, so she's just not telling me what's happening. And yeah, no, it was nice to listen to Nina's point of view while wiping my dog's badge.
Fun.
It's what she
Fun.
wants.
Yeah.
The things parents do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'd rather wipe her vag now than have her die of bone cancer later.
Fair. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max. That's the worst. I have a couple more weeks before I have to worry about that. Huzzah.
Mine has synced with the new moon recently, so love that for me.
I
recently learned that bitches sink, so I do not want to have to deal with two bitches in heat someday. Fuck that.
No. Oh no.
Don't do it.
Okay, so do we have, I know we're all doing BookTube beta. Is there anything coming up that people should look forward to on your channel in the next couple days or so?
Yeah, I got the vlog with this and 2 other romance books coming on Monday. All of my unread books, that entire 300 book stack behind me is going up on the on the 8th, and I will be doing a reaction video on the 9th in addition to a live show on my channel because I hate myself, and we'll be playing Jeopardy!
Oh, nice. What will you be reacting to? Can you say or no?
Yeah, I will. If you guys were around yesterday, you know I'm a huge Sarah J. Maas fan, and I found on Instagram a bunch of fan theories for future installments in her series. I specifically have Akamath on there, or like Akatar and Crescent Sake. I haven't read Throne of Glass yet, so we'll be reacting to some of those fan theories I saw on there. So I'm excited.
Nice. What about Christina Merritt? Anything exciting? I mean, Merritt just said you can't edit videos right now, can you?
No, and I didn't post a video yet today, so.
Oh, snap.
Just share this one to your channel. Just download the full version and share it right on over.
What I'm actually going to do is I did a live stream on TikTok earlier today watching the show and reacting to it, so I might just post that and then add to the end of it and just be like,
there we go.
Maybe I can do something on my iPad and like splice some stuff together. We'll see.
That's
there.
Smart.
You go.
That's smart.
Christine, anything on your
my channel's never exciting, so subscribe.
You have dogs on your channel. That is exciting 100% of the time.
Yes, true. Cassie's on there. But I have a video about golden retrievers coming out on Sunday, and a video with predictions for the last Chain of Thorns. I have a prediction video for that coming out tomorrow.
Chain of Thorns. Is that Cassie Clare?
Yeah.
That's my summer project, so I'm hoping to catch up so I can finally talk Sandra Clare with everybody.
Hell yeah.
Just kind of, I can't do theories as so much as ranting. Just
well, like my theories aren't that big because I don't actually care what's going on with the demons at all. But it's like it's like my theory about like what Grace's character will end up doing, kind of.
Yeah.
More like not like this demon will do. I don't give a shit.
Nobody cares about the demons in Cassandra Clare books. The demons are a side plot.
It's just filler for in-between romantic scenes.
Yeah, they're just there to make romantic things happen.
Meanwhile,
they're just there to make
fights.
What?
All the fights. What are you talking? Romantic scenes? What?
I'll message you guys some Cassandra Clare stuff. I have a couple questions later, probably like in May when it gets closer. Because like I said, I'm doing a full. Like, I haven't read City of Bones, so I have to do a full everything. My brain won't let me not. I saw the movie. I was so confused before I even knew it was a book. I was out of the loop then, so I have to.
Cassandra suggests reading them in publication order so that you don't, because there are things in the Infernal Devices that will spoil things in the later Mortal Instruments books. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference if you read the Infernal Devices first and then read Mortal Instruments, hence why I am reading them in chronological order.
Both my dogs are bleeding.
Oh no.
What did Cassie do?
I think she lost a tooth. Where is it? I need to keep it in Colombia.
I thought you
No.
already had one of those.
I have 3.
I'm doing Emma's recommended order. Where's my bullet journal? Okay, I wrote it down in there. Because I watched her updated video for suggestions, and
Mm-hmm.
the one I think I decided to go with was.
Oh my god, it's so tiny.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's going to go Mortal Instrument 1 through 3, Infernal Devices, and Mortal Instrument 4 through 6, Bane Chronicles, Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy, Dark Artifices, Red Scrolls of Magic, Ghosts of the Shadow Market, and then Chain of Gold, Chain of Iron.
I would actually suggest reading, if you're gonna read the City of Bones ones, I would suggest reading the last City of Bones ones before the last Infernal Devices one.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I heard the other way, but okay.
Otherwise, I think that prologue scene in Clockwork Princess might not pack the same punch. But I don't know. That's
Okay,
me.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'm trying to think what the prologue scene in Clockwork
No,
Princess
sorry,
is.
epilogue.
Epilogue.
The epilogue.
I agree. You don't want to spoil that one. You want to like.
Yeah.
You want to read the ending.
Yeah.
Of,
Oh, okay, possibly, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's like the epilogue of my life. So
I love it. It just like it made it a perfect book.
yeah, it did. It's like you get everything you want except polyamory, which is disappointing. But
That's fair. That is fair.
you can't win them all.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
like in a
funny.
way, it's kind of implied though. like
Like you
before
know
that.
it would have happened.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
See, I don't get that vibe from them in Infernal Devices. In Last Hours, I get that vibe. Like,
so much.
I'm here.
like
I'm here
I'm
for my
like
canon
sexual.
polyamory stuff.
Did you know that I like both?
I don't want to spoil anything for Becky, but Infernal Devices, I was like,
Oh,
I
Matthew.
know.
If things go well by August, I should be caught up with everything published. So
Yeah, I'm not talking about Matthew Christine. I am talking about. Yeah.
Who are you oh, you mean between the oh. Also Matthew. Are you kidding me?
I mean, yes, obviously Matthew.
He'd fuck them both. It's just I don't think James is into it.
I don't think Herondales are capable of that. Okay, we're done.
I disagree.
I'm like, I'll let you guys. No, but I'm
So-
saying by August, it's going to be my summer project. It's finally catching up, and then
Nice.
Throne of Glass is for the fall. That's the plan. If
Nice.
I
nothing
don't
goes
want
to
to
hell.
reread those ones because I can't remember major things anymore.
See, because I have so much ACOTAR content, I almost get spoiled for Throne of Glass a lot because like they talk about different things amongst all of her books. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll read the 1,000 pages of the last
mean-
one.
So I don't, as someone who started Throne of Glass, knowing the major spoiler that happens, it has only increased my anticipation of when that moment happens.
Okay. I've avoided all spoilers. Wild Knuckle.
Yeah.
I don't know any City of Bones spoilers except the one Clary Jason, because again I saw the movie and I was very confused. So that's I know both. I know like the one and then the retconning of the one.
Okay, so spoiler alert, Becky, there is no polyamory in the end of Clockwork Princess.
There should be.
No.
But there should
be.
be. Yeah.
It's heavily implied that there could have been moments, but
Rude.
there weren't.
I will put it in my own brain and just say it happened off page, and I will make myself happy with that.
That's
No,
fine.
you just read Last Hours. That's all you do is you read.
Published 5 years later. If it had been published 5 years later, you know.
Without a doubt. I hear
I feel
Max is putting some polyamory in later works after some heavy implications of Crescent City.
But I mean, like, also, like, we're talking about an author who, I can't say it, like, incest baiting a lot. Why would you also not include that, too? You know?
You might do everything at that point.
I'm trying to think of more than just Jason Clary.
That's the only thing I know. And like
That's
I
the
saw
only
them-
series that I remember there being anything like that in.
I mean, I guess like Alec has a crush on
Forward.
Jace, and technically they're like seventh cousins.
Everyone in the Shadowhunters world is a seventh cousin, though. So, like,
Yeah, you right.
it's worse than some small towns.
I don't want to spoil
Oh.
it, but like there is another one.
Text me or message me. I can't remember. I've read all of them at this point. Okay, anyways, I need to read Mortal Instruments because I do actually really like Jason Clary and the way their story. I know people have problems with their story and the way it goes. I love it.
Oh,
We
It's
can,
also Clary.
Becky, when you
Don't
have
worry about
finished,
it.
if you
okay.
when you
I was
finish, we
trying to
need
think
to
of
talk
something that
about
didn't involve
this.
Clary.
I'm so
Oh,
excited.
That
I'm so
doesn't count,
excited.
Merritt. I don't care about that. That is just
I mean, that one I would argue counts more.
technically, I mean, but I'm thinking outside of Mortal Instruments.
No, you had me going through the family tree of
I
like
know,
every
and
character,
they're like
being like, how are they related?
going through every book outside of the Mortal Instruments, and like Becky, you have read it. Can discuss why that doesn't count for me.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Or you can take the
I
right
think so.
stance, which is our stance.
What? Oh, I did like. I don't care about the incest, and I don't understand why people get so. I can't discuss why I don't understand, but like I don't understand why people get so like bent out of shape about it, considering the particular situation that's
Florida
going
woman canceled for supporting incest on her channel.
on. I mean, I'm also a vocal supporter of John and Danny from Game of Thrones, so definitely. I have two problems with incest. Two problems. There are two reasons why incest is a problem. Number one, genetically, it's a hot mess. That's how you end up with dog teeth, apparently.
I'm
That's how you
pretty
end up.
sure we got in this exact conversation last beta.
I think we did. I
Two
think-
is that people should have a safe space to grow up in. So if you have a situation like John and Danny, where they've never even met each other for the entirety of their lives, and then they meet and fall in love, and they're really like they're not actually like immediate family, like brothers and
Their
sisters.
babies
I don't
would
care.
be so short.
I mean, I will say I watched Life with Derek growing up, and that energy between Derek and Casey. I have to like,
That's the step siblings, right?
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
they
I
thought
understand.
Life with Derek was gonna have a reboot.
What? No, I didn't hear that.
They're not doing it anymore, but they were going to have a reboot of that show at one point, and the actors used to be like totally shipping the characters. It's really weird.
You are
That's what
liking
we
to show this
do.
too. Yes, we see the two.
Well, we can show Sebastian Shan's ass, but incest is where you draw the line. Okay.
So like, and we can once you've read City of Bones, we can like talk. I can talk.
I'm
Like,
so
why
excited. Yeah.
I don't care in that situation. But they're also very specifically fictional situations where no one is being molested by someone they should have been safe with.
Yeah.
So like I can see why like people might. I mean, two step siblings that are in their late teens. What are you expecting to happen?
Okay, you say that, but I was asked
That
so
was a
many
little
times if I had a
creepier,
crush
but
on my
still.
brothers, and I never did. I
Yeah.
never did.
That one I feel is slightly more problematic than either of the ones that we have discussed because again, you have to live with that person. But still, it's one of those like, yeah, I can see how they came up with that plot. Thought it would be okay.
I dropped the tooth.
Meredith is
I
judging
got
me.
it. Don't worry.
Mitchell is,
My brain just keeps going back to the Umbrella Academy, and
mhm. See that
Okay, I
one
don't
is
even
weird
hate
'cause,
that
like,
one though.
they grew up together. Like that one, I think is weird versus like
Yeah.
coming together as teens. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's a little
that's kind of where
less
my
weird.
line is.
Actually disagree though, because I don't feel like they were actually raised as siblings. Like they were told to call each other siblings, but they were raised as competitive students.
Well, yeah, I mean that I
It's
agree, but
dark
like,
academia sexual tension.
it's more of like the evolutionary psychology of like they watch each other like grow up and they have that level of bonding. I don't know.
The thing about
That
the
was
Umbrella
alive
Academy
for
is,
me.
though, like, if you look at it for what it is, the way that they were all born, like, because of the nature of Hargreaves, they are technically related because they all have that same energy that created them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's
Well,
a weird
what is
thing,
it?
So.
People get into
What?
the Bat fam, like with the Robins. Like people will get mad about shipping specifically Dick and Jason together, but I'm like, yeah, but those two didn't grow up as family, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
they're
is
also
that-
all like dated the Batgirls anyway.
It's also
Like-
why, like for ships, like stuff. I know Degrassi is a few times where like the kids were dating, and then the parents started dating, and then it was like weird for them the kids to be dating, even though the kids started dating first. Like again, I don't have an issue with that because it's like it's a weird, but it's separate. I
Max
don't
did
know.
not come from Cachadora.
Well, I'm. You're gonna have to be more specific. Also, you're slandering West Allen. Again, not raised as her sibling, raised as someone who was raised in her house. Still, definitely not her sibling. Like
I can
that's
put it out there. All of these cases I am uncomfortable with. I just want to make it known that I feel that way because I feel like I haven't said it yet, but I am uncomfortable.
Thorky
on
is
all
weird.
levels.
Thorky is
Thorky is
weird.
weird.
I'm just like,
Okay, Thorky is fucking awful. Cachadora is next thing you know, I'll be hearing that Glyppo's a bad shit for some reason, okay? I'm just no criticisms of the show.
anyways, I think that
Let's
there's
just
a
say I
difference
had different
between.
chips in that show.
Oh, okay, okay.
There's what? There's what?
I already know you don't like the ship that I had, so I'm not going to say it.
Oh, what? Wait, what? No, you weren't Glittra. No! No!
Do I need to mute Christine? Yes.
Brian,
Anyways, Christine does not understand how good DC is, apparently. Are you okay, Christine?
Christine is ready to fight.
I'm like, are you okay? Then I realized what she.
Christine, we can't quite see it yet.
We can't see it at all. Anyway. All right, so I
Did you
think that's it.
who did you ship? Seahawk with fucking Seagull.
No one.
Christine, be nice. All right, on that note, I'm going to end the broadcast.
You wanted us to
Anyways.
be more chaotic, okay? You did this.
I wanted us to be more chaotic. I said we were less chaotic than usual. That didn't mean
Which
I
was a
needed more
challenge.
chaos.
You
That was
issued a
willing it to
challenge,
happen.
okay?
Okay. All right. So, anyways, all of these lovely people are linked in my description box. Go check them out. Obviously, you'll be able to see them ranting on anything that we have talked about probably in this last 10 to 15 minutes.
Glittra.
Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye.